Welcome to the Road Atlanta Circuit, and in my opinion, this track is maybe certainly one of the best tracks in the United States, maybe one of the best tracks in the world. Not just because pretty much every corner on this track is good, there's not a bad one here, but for a spectator, for a driver, for a camper, for a party goer, it doesn't get any better than this. I adore this track, and it's an extremely historic racetrack because of an extremely historic event, and that's what we're here for today, the Petite Le Mans. And the Petite Le Mans is a true modern classic. This event this year in 2020 is only the 23rd running of this race, believe it or not. There's not many races that we can kind of consider classics that are this young. The very first race in 1998 here was really something that set the tone for the remainder of sports car racing as we know it today. It really defined what sports car racing is. You may remember probably the highlight moment of this entire race so far in its entire history is Yannick Dalmas's incredible backstretch blowover. This is something that has been replayed thousands of times. You probably have seen it before, but didn't actually know where it came from. Well, it came from the inaugural Petite Le Mans. The inaugural race was won by a Ferrari 333 SP, Doyle Reese Racing. One of the drivers was Wayne Taylor. Now, my first sports car race ever was the 2011 Petite Le Mans. I begged and begged and begged for my 18th birthday to be able to go to Petite Le Mans, and I was absolutely spoiled. A 60-car field greeted me that day, an incredible field that was kind of really bolstered by the Intercontinental Le Mans Cup, which is kind of the precursor to the World Endurance Championship. Now, this is the second IMSA race that I've had the pleasure of covering at the track as a kind of officially recognized member of the media. The first one, of course, you guys may remember if you've been subscribed to the channel this year, was at the Rolex 24 at Daytona. And to say that a lot of things have changed between now and then would be an understatement. I mean, just look at what's not very well staying on my face right now because I'm talking so much. Now, we need to talk about what has changed in IMSA racing between now and then, because it's really going to set the tone not only for this race and for the rest of the season, but for the 2021 season when we return to Daytona, hopefully next year. The Acura Team Penske, they are gone. They are going to be replaced by two one-car teams, Wayne Taylor Racing, which will be moving over from the Cadillac program, and Mike Shank Racing, which will be moving away from the GTD category and moving up to prototype. Mazda, this was actually a pre-COVID change. They have moved away from the world-famous Yost Racing team, and Multimatic has taken over that team. Now, one of the things that was a result of COVID is the fact that next year, Mazda will only have one entry in IMSA. P2, LMP2, I should say, it doesn't seem like the prototype split has really helped IMSA very much. I'm sure they were expecting much bigger car counts this year. The endurance races have really only been able to pull about 4 cars. Now, the solution that IMSA has come up with for next year is that they will be introducing a new class of LMP3 prototypes for next year. One of the entries already signed up for that category is Core Autosport, who, believe it or not, was in the prototype category last year and also runs the Porsche North America GTLM team. Now, the Porsche GTLM team North America, that program is no longer continuing for next year. That leaves us with officially 2 teams and 4 cars in GTLM next year, though there are some rumors that possibly Aston Martin or Ferrari may join in a privateer sense. We also need to talk about, well, the current day. And this is something that's really important, I think something to hammer home. The championship, particularly in DPI, the overall race win almost certainly at this race this year. We'll see. It could rain, and that'll really throw some interesting monkey wrenches into things. The first 6 cars in the DPI category in the championship with 2 races to go are separated by 13 points. Now, traditionally, the Petite Le Mans is the season finale. There's still 2 races to go after this one at Laguna Seca and at Sebring, the 12 Hours of Sebring, which we will be covering as the season finale on this channel. Now, something to think about when we're talking about endurance racing and IMSA. Cadillac has won 64% of the IMSA endurance races in the DPI era. However, they ran a 6-hour makeup race. It was supposed to be held at Watkins Glen. It was held here. A 6-hour race, endurance race, won by the number 7 Acura. And the number 7 Acura has been climbing the ladder in the points very quickly. So, can the Cadillac dominance be toppled? That will be the story in DPI. One more thing I want to talk about before we go, talking about the modern day, is the incredible performance of the C8R Corvette. They have something like 5 wins this year. Both cars and all 4 drivers are leading the championship right now. That's unheard of for a brand new race car, particularly in a class like GTLM, which has damn near been in the sport for nearly 20 years. Coming in with a brand new car, that is unbelievable. That's a story I think everybody should be watching, not only this weekend, but the rest of this IMSA season. I really think Corvette Racing has done an incredible job. So, that is the preview of Petite Le Mans. What are you guys looking forward to? Let me know if you want to see anything covered while I'm here. I mean, I'm here because of you guys and because of those great Patreon supporters you've seen down in below my right here, right about where I'm at. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been David Land on YouTube. We'll see you in the next video from Road Atlanta. Night practice is just, well, as I'm recording this, a couple hours away.